Shouldn't we always believe the victim? Let me give an unambiguous yes. Of course we should always believe the victim. These last several years we have lived in what is called the Me Too movement, where we've seen increasing numbers of people coming forward and making accusations of impropriety and sexual evil against various people in positions of power. And along with that has come this call to believe the victim. And again, I agree with it. I think that we should always agree with the victim when we know they're the victim. There are people who are so evil and so vile that they are willing to use their positions, their authority, their power in order to gain sexual favors from others in positions of less power, including even sometimes those who are under the age of consent. But that's not the only kind of victim there is. I want to believe, I do believe, any victim who's been victimized of any kind of sexual assault. Absolutely. But people can also be victims of false accusations. When I say, yes, believe the victims, I mean we should believe the Duke lacrosse players. We should believe the Covington High School students. We should believe the football player whose career was completely ruined by a false accusation, who went into prison and served there for years and years and years when he was innocent. It's interesting how whenever I seek to make this point, there's always someone willing to come up and lay down some proof and evidence that false accusations are exceedingly rare. Well, they may be. You know what else is exceedingly rare? False convictions for death row inmates. I'm going to suggest to you that we actually don't know how exceedingly rare false accusations are. That would require the capacity to know infallibly about every accusation. What I do know is this: a race of beings like humans, which has the capacity in each one of us to use power to abuse other people sexually or otherwise, is also a race of beings who has the capacity to falsely accuse people of things they haven't done. Can we not agree on that? Does believe the victims mean that an accusation is sufficient to convict somebody? An accusation is sufficient to consider someone else guilty? Or do we mean by believe the victim that when the victim is demonstrated to have been the victim, we're going to believe? Of course we will. If you really have a hard time denying the first and embracing the second, then you really don't have a very good sense of justice, no matter how passionate you may be for those who are being wrongly treated sexually. You don't understand justice. In fact, you don't care about justice. What you care about is your own rage. Innocent people shouldn't suffer at the hands of sexual predators or at the hands of false accusers. Believe the victims.